So it's all for play for still.
I think so. Do you want to bet against us?
Hello, Villa fans, and welcome to For the Love of Paul McGrath podcast and the team sheet tantrum for Aston Villa versus tabletoppers and arguably the best team in Europe, Liverpool, today. Yeah, that's the task that faces us today. Arne Slot's Liverpool on a on a roll, I suppose. Really, you could call it in all competitions, and Aston Villa will be hoping to stick a stick in the spokes of their wheel today and trip them up slightly. And I think that they can do it. So don't take my my side there a moment ago as resignation for this game, because I think Aston Villa can do that. Paddy, I'm filling here because you're like an octopus moving around there trying to get yourself set up properly. And I know you were stuck for time, and I probably landed you straight into the screen there because you just joined about 4.5 milliseconds before the music stopped. But how are you doing today, Paddy? Busy.
I'm good. I've had a busy day, so I haven't had much thought about the game tonight, which is good because I'm feeling very pessimistic about it, and I'm sure people don't want to hear that. But the past has taught me to be wary of when the likes of Liverpool rock up, especially after them feeling awful about their draw with Liverpool or draw with Everton last week, and feeling hard done by officials. Because they've a habit of, turning someone else over by using officials from following the same thing. So it's going to be a tough night. Absolutely going to be a tough night. I'm worried about it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get something out of it. But unless something major happens in the team sheet, I'm probably going to pitch for a draw or a loss, but we'll see what happens when the team comes out.
Yeah, and the team will be out in less than 2 minutes there. And I'm expecting an attacking lineup. I said it before in my preview. I think that there is no excuse not to go with an attacking lineup. I think we see Marcus Rashford start. It will be interesting to see the bench. If we have the likes of Konza, Cash, defensive reinforcements, etc. on the bench, that'll be really good. I know a lot of people have asked about Onana. So if you go on transfer market and you look, it says he's a hamstring injury. I've been reliably informed he pulled a muscle in his thigh, and that's why he's out, and it should be another 2 to 3 weeks. And Ross Barkley is also out as well. And yeah, there's reasons why he's out as well, I'm sure as well, and they'll be revealed when the club feel fit to do so, or when Ross Barkley feels fit to do so as well. So we're going to be pulling from a depleted deck today. We really will. But saying that, we should still be able to put out a first 11 in today that will be able to go and play some bloody good football at Villa Park today against Liverpool, albeit Liverpool will be able to put on 11, they will be able to play some bloody good football at Villa Park too. So it's not all doom and gloom. It certainly is not. And I'm not going to be doom and gloom about it. I know you're not either, Paddy, but I'm not going to be doom and gloom about it today because I'm expecting Marcus Rashford to start. And yeah, I'm going to fucking go for it. I'm expecting Asensio to start as well. Let's do it. Let's go full out attack, full frontal, Kevin Keegan. And if they score 2, we'll score 3 and let the 12th man in the hole then blow that ball or suck that ball into the net or blow it into the net if it's going into the north stand. And let's go and let's go and put a spectacle on TV today and make up for that Ipswich game. That's what I'm going for.
Hope you're right. The team is out.
The team is
we're
not loading on Twitter for me at the moment. Give me a second. There we go.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
So, team is out. We have Martinez, Garcia, Disasi, Mings, Digne, Asensio, Tielemans, McGinn, Rashford, Rodgers, Watkins, and on the bench, Geez, there's a man's name I haven't seen in ages on the bench. Robin Olsen, not him, not Ziyech, but Matty Cash is back in the bench. Lamar Bogart is on the bench. Ian Matson is on the bench. Daniel Malin's on the bench. Jacob Ramsey is on the bench. And the young hotshot, Jimo Aloba, is on the bench also as well. So, yeah, Lamar Bogart's going to be a busy man if he's needed today, because he's going to be needed to play in 2 or 3 different positions. 2 different positions anyway, holding midfielder or centre half. But apart from that, that bench still has some quality on it. Malin, Ramsey, Cash, Matson, definitely proven quality, in European football and in the Premier League as well. And that starting 11, I have to say that's the best starting 11 we could put out in the field at this moment in time.
Yeah, I think so. No argument there. From what's fit, it's definitely the best starting 11. I think the biggest question was at left back, and people were worried that he might pick up Matson in this one. I think it was the right thing to do, put Mings back in there on Mo Salah, who we'd know very well. I'm presuming it's Mo Salah. We haven't seen the team yet.
I just realised. I just realised there. I completely I'll go for the moment. I was there looking at the bench, going, "Where's Asensio? Why isn't Asensio on the bench? How did I miss him out?" But there he is. He's on the fucking pitch. That's why he's not on the bench. He's on the bloody pitch. So, and it was only in the comments. Everyone was going, "Good guess, Neil. They both start." And I was there. No, I'm just after realising Asensio isn't even in the match day squad. Don't tell me he's injured. This is why you don't fall in love with lone players. And then I just spotted his name right there in the centre. So yeah, been a long day.
Yeah.
Been a long day so far.
Malin and Ramsey will probably feel a little bit hard done by, considering they've done all right in their last few games, especially Malin. Ramsey was sacrificed for Rashford at the weekend, so it's been done again there. It'll be interesting to see what happens when we can't play Disasi at the weekend. So I'm hoping Ezri Konsa is close enough, because if not, it's going to be Lamar Bogart. But look, it's probably, obviously put Kamara in there and put Konsa in there, or maybe put Pau instead of Mings, and you've got our best possible team available to us. Definitely our most exciting team available to us. Given what the lone players have in their locker, they're definitely better players than what they're leaving out for. So this is as exciting as a lineup as we could possibly have asked for, and I'm a little bit more enthusiastic about the game now.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this much as well, guys. For the Love of Kenny Dalglish podcast is probably saying the same thing about their lineup as well, because they're going Alisson, Van Dijk, Konate, and they're going to have Robertson, Trent Alexander. No strange things there either. Then you're going to have Gravenberch and McAllister probably holding, with Szoboszlai, Jones and Jota, and then Salah playing up top. No surprises, but they're going to be delighted with their team that they've got out as well. On the bench they have Kelleher, Endo, Diaz, Nunes, Chiesa, Elliott, Tsimikas, Kwanzaa and Bradley. I'm very happy Luis Diaz isn't there. Very happy Luis Diaz isn't there, because I really rate him as a player. He's not starting. Yeah, I really rate him as a player. And look, they're going to be going with Szoboszlai, probably Szoboszlai, Jones, Jota, then behind Salah, or whatever way, Jota up top, should I say, and Salah, Jones and Szoboszlai, they're behind. Like, they're quality players, like they really are. But it's up to our guys to stop them, make sure they don't score goals, and we score. As I say, if they score 4, we score 5.
Excellent this season.
They really have, haven't they? They've been brilliant.
Ooh, is that you or me?
What? Dropping out? You back? And they've no Gakpo either, yeah.
Last time we played with Villa Park, it'll be that way.
I think your internet is slowing down, Paddy. But Carlo Weather mentioned there as well that no Gakpo that night. I completely missed out on Gakpo there as well. So it's that's another good. I'll just take Paddy out there a minute and see if he can. There he is. He's dropped out. That's great. But no, Gakpo, that's a good for us as well, because he's got an incredible. And he's got an incredible. I think I read somewhere there today that he's got this unbelievable conversion rate for shots taken or something like that today. I could be wrong, but Cody Gakpo is a very, very good player. Jesus, and if he's not there, that can only mean good things for us. I think as well. I forgot to say as well, I have a hard out in this. I need to be gone about 29 minutes past 6 bedtime. Calls for the little ones at about 6:30, quarter to 7. So I need to be in there for that, or else I have a very, very upset daughter. But that's why I'm rattling through the team sheets here. But Paddy, you were saying something there before you jumped out. What was it?
Yeah, they're just so settled in defensive midfield. You know, they've nearly had identical teams from the take out the attacking options. It's been identical all the way along. So it's very settled. They're very used to playing together, and they've been so lucky with not picking up any injuries compared to most of the other teams around the league have picked up multiple injuries. So if we can, the only way I can see us getting at them tonight is draw them onto us. Do not concede early. Do not concede early. If we concede early, we are fucked. Simple as that. Keep them at 0-0 and hit them on the break. Simple as that. So fingers crossed that the defensive six can do that job for us and make it difficult for them the same way people make it difficult for us. And then look at that embarrassment of riches we have in attack to go and hit them on the break. And that's what I'm looking forward to the most tonight. And that's what's giving me a little chink of hope, little light at the end of the tunnel that we might be able to do something. So I've changed my mind and I'm gone for a 2-2 draw tonight.
You're going for a 2-2 draw tonight. But you know what? I'm going to go because I do have to run away in 6 minutes' time. I've, since the Ipswich game, call it hubris, call it stupidity, call it whatever you want, call it blind faith, call it Claret and blue glasses, call it my eternal optimism, call it my Achilles heel, whatever it is. I don't know, I woke up the day after the Ipswich game, I was full of piss and vinegar after the Ipswich game, and I woke up the next day and I went, right, start Rashford. Start him, and he's going to score. And it was like the build it, if you build it, they will come. Like the Field, what is that? Field of Dreams. What a brilliant film, by the way. Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams. Superb film. Might watch that after the game tonight, actually, try and find it somewhere. But if you build it, they will come kind of thing. But if you start Rashford, he will score. I firmly believe in it. And I think he's been a real positive for Aston Villa when he's come on in the last 2 games. Specifically in the last game, I know we didn't get the result we wanted, but the creativity that he showed was absolutely superb. And I think he's going to enjoy starting today. I think he's going to enjoy playing against this Liverpool team. I think he's going to enjoy playing under the lights, and I think the Villa crowd are going to really roar him home tonight. That's going to be my outside kind of hope for tonight, is that he gets on the score sheet. Other outside hope is that Ollie Watkins scores a hat-trick, and then he gets 1 goal off Gabby Agbonlahor, because he's getting there. He's 70 scored. He needs to get to 75. And look, we're better to start than against Liverpool. He scored quite a lot of goals against Liverpool as well. So I'm hoping that he can pop one in the back of the net as well today. But overall, I'm looking for a coherent performance. I'm looking for a performance. I'm looking for an early start. A start like we had against Celtic. Celtic are no mugs. We saw how they played against Bayern last night. We saw how they played against Bayern in the first half. Celtic are okay, are they to the standard of Liverpool? No. Can we go on a Wednesday night and have a first 5-10 minutes like we did against Celtic, against Liverpool, catch them cold? Why the fuck not? Teams have done it against us. We can do it against other teams. The game is there to be played, and I'm expecting us to have a raucous start. As Noel Connaughton said, and you said, Paddy, do not concede early. I'm thinking of getting t-shirts printed up with that. And a speech bubble coming out of Unai's mouth. No one's stealing that. That's my trademarks. I'm trademarking that, guys. No one's to steal that idea. But I am positive tonight. And only for the reason is that it's the hump day. And if you come into hump day feeling like shite and being pessimistic, it's going to be a long week after that. And it may very well be a long week after the game tonight. But I'm going with Aston Villa are going to win 2-1 today. Why not? I'm always wrong anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm always wrong. Kurt, good man. Thank you very much, Kurt. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Kurt is one of the good guys, I'll tell you that. We always meet Kurt when we go over there. And he came over to our Paul McGrath gig as well. And he's donated quite a lot of his own time and his money to the Aston Villa Foundation. So good to see you in the comments there, Kurt. Well done. Right. Does anybody want to start popping their scores in there, or do you have more to say, Paddy, before I run off?
I don't have much more to say. I'm getting nervous now. Nearly an hour out from kickoff and having time to think about it, muller over in my mind. I'm getting more excited. So yeah, let's get the scores in and get my dinner, having rushed home from work, and sit down and relax for the big game.
This is interesting, not interesting because of what you say there, but it got me thinking there. Not sure about Asensio wide right. Maybe he plays a bit deeper. There is a train of thought that Asensio might play as a 6 at times for Aston Villa, and there's also a train of thought that I don't think it will happen here, but there's rotational ability there. It's also a train of thought here. Are we sure that we're not going to play 2 up top with? And I don't mean 2 up top as in your traditional 2 up top, but are we going to see Morgan Rogers go to the left more, and are we going to see Rashford kind of cut inside and almost play that staggered kind of strike force, with Ollie Watkins obviously leading the line, Rashford kind of playing from the left and more or less playing a kind of a 4 behind them with Asensio to one side, Rogers to the other side, the 2 lads in the middle, and then our 4 centre halves. Our four defenders. We'll see what way it pans out, but I think that you're never going to pigeonhole Marcus Asensio into being a wide right player. I don't think anymore you will, because his time at Real Madrid showed us that yes, he started off wide on the right, or wide on the right, or wide on the left, and he did the same at Mallorca. I think that's who he originally played with, but he had a cruciate ligament injury. He went inside and he started to play more fluid football when he went inside. And Ancelotti got a real song out of him. So I think that he will have. I think himself and McGinn, himself and the other 3 will have the opportunity to move around. Specifically with Garcia. Garcia can roam up and down that right wing all he wants. He's got the pace, get forward, get back. He's proving himself. He's going to have a tough day today, but he's proved himself so far. And yeah. I think it'll be interesting to see what Asensio does there. And as Rod says there, what was that again? Asensio playing the free role there, and not only style, but if anyone can do it, it's him. I'm not going to disagree with it, but I think if we think back to when Unai first came in, Buendia had a free role. He could go wherever he wanted in that attacking third, and he was dragging defenders forward, and he's playing that kind of space between the 2 lines. And he wasn't. People maligned him for lack of passing and stuff like that, but he was a great outlet for the ball, especially when we played that box midfield. So maybe this is a reversion back to that. Maybe we see John McGinn go back into right back again, and we see 6 at the back like we were doing, like we did when Unai first came in. I'd be all for that if we were 2-1 up with 5 minutes to go. I'd have no problem with it. But
Neil, I've started your comments for you there. You've got 1 minute.
Great stuff. I've got 1 minute.
Give it your best shot now that your voice
Brilliant
is back.
Stuff. JJ's going for 4-2 Villa. Flange going 3-2. Bear in the Garden 4-2 Villa. Andrew Munro's going for 2-1. Bladnator's going for 8-7. Kieran is going for 3-2 Liverpool or 3-2 Villa. 4-2 says No obliterate. I stumble over that one. Duncan's going for 2-2. David's going for 3-1 Villa. 1-0 says Audrey. 1-1 says Tom Ryan. 3-2 says Westernwood. 3-2 says Liney. 3-2 says Jor. 3-2 says Ronan. 3-2 says Declan Bagnall. There's Ronan on the 3-2s there. 5-1 says Engine 9. 3-1 to Liverpool says Asdrum. Don't be sorry. Of course it could go that way. Of course it could. Ryan McGargan says 3-1. 2-1 says Max Hunter. 6-1 says Paul. ViewSonic says 2-1 Liverpool. Max Hunter, I did that already. Grind Villa going for 3-2. Dream Villain going for 2-1. Bungeland going for 6-4 Villa. Dan is going for 3-1. Rusty's going 3-3. Nick is going for 3-2. And Habs is going for 1-0. 1-0. And we're going to cut it at that because I have to run. There's more in here. Philomania's going for 2-1. Anthony Smith's going 3-3. Greg Connor's going 2-2. Paul Miller's going 3-2 Villa. And why not? Jonathan Gledel is going for 7-2. So I'm going to leave it at that because I will be murdered by a 3-year-old child. She turns into Chucky, like Chucky the doll, if I'm not there to put her to bed. So I'm going to cut it at that. Paddy, any last parting words before we leave?
No, let's go do it. Let's go and keep everybody positive, and I've talked myself into it. Go on, let's do it. Let's get something out of this.
Excellent. Brilliant stuff. Guys, we will be back after the game for a reaction right on full-time whistle, win, lose or draw. I will be there for that one this time, but I got to go and get yourselves all sorted out. You will be thrown directly into Dale AVFC Status stream as well. You can just leave it open and you'll be thrown in there. And if you're not thrown in there, go find his stream. He'll be doing a watch along. Dale's one of the good guys. And, Dalian Statkinson, as I have, as I've christened him last week, we'll be doing his live stream as well. I got to run. Thanks very much, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, and all that's left to say is up the Villa.
Up the Villa.